Hi guys, Bobby Gas here. I was out buying a bed for my new place last week. My queen size bed is too big for this place for us, so I had to buy a smaller bed. And anyhow, I had some time to kill before my pickup ride was arriving, and they had next door. They had a Value Village charity shop, so I thought I'd go in there and see if they got any records I want. Right? I looked at the 45s, nothing, and I started looking at the albums. You know, I sold mine to move here, right? So I figured I may as well start replenishing my albums again, right? And I managed to grab four. Uh, I owned these before, right? But I'll put these back into the collection, right? They're just, standard $2 records. But when I brought them up to the Kashmir, I used to buy these at the charity shops just a couple of years ago for $2, but they were $3.95 or $3.99, $4. Anyhow, I got the Buddy Holly collection again, right? It's got that weird picture in there, right? All Buddy Holly pictures of Buddy Holly to make up a picture of Buddy Holly. Kind of neat, I always thought, right? I like that inside album cover. It's one of my all-time favorite. Whoops. Next up here, I got a almost pristine copy of Johnny Horton's greatest hits. And on this, North to Alaska, Whisper in the Pines, Johnny Reb, great tune, Johnny Reb, eh? When it's springtime in Alaska, the Battle of New Orleans, Sink to Bismarck. There was one here I always liked. Oh, there it is. Comanche, right, about a horse, Johnny Horses. And this is a Columbia 6i in immaculate condition. Great find. I love that. I owned it. Also had to put this back in a collection. We just gotta have this record here, right? I forget yeah, the old blue quality, eh? Pretty good shape, actually. And the last one I grabbed here was Roy Orbison. More of Roy Orbison's greatest hits. It's got a lot of great ones on it, eh? It's Over, Blue Bayou, Falling, Working for the Man, Pretty Paper, In Dreams, Leah, Mean Woman Blues, What I Say, love Roy Orbison. What a unique voice. And then that Saturday I was out. I was going to the coffee shop. It was a Saturday morning, and I seen there was this yard sale, and I decided to stop right. It was right on Kingston Road, and I decided to check it out. I got off my scooter, and I went over, and I says, "You got any music here? Albums or 45s?" And she says, "Well, there's a bunch over there. They're CDs." So I says, "How much are they?" She says, "Well, 50 cents a piece." So I says, "Oh, well, okay, I'll check them out." So I went over and I actually bought 10 of them, right? And I may as well show them to you here now. Kiss Gold. That's a comp, of course, right? Another another comp. Korn's greatest hits. The Beatles, 50 cents, so what are you going to do? The Beatles again, but this is done by an orchestra with all the schmaltzy stuff like Yesterday and Strawberry Fields and I Love Her, that kind of stuff, right? But here's a good one. The Roots of Rock and Roll with all original artists. Chuck Berry, Elvis Presley, all the original guys, right? Great stuff. All the hit stuff, right? There's Bryan Adams, one Canadian guy. Beach Boys. This was a comp, Good Vibration. This is some of their later stuff, right? uh, Michael Jackson, Thriller. And I got this really amongst them. I just seen this thing like that, and I, what the hell? I'm looking at it, and I open it up, and it's the band Tool, and the name of the album is what the hell's the name? Parabola. It's a DVD, and it's got 3 DVDs in it. And I looked at the very first one, or 3 videos in it, and I looked at the very first one. Weird music, and weird, just a weird DVD, and it was actually a lot of this there, that that kind of stuff on it, right? And this booklet's got pictures of what was going on, or part of it's 6 or 7 pages. Anyhow, I'll check out the rest of that when I get a chance. And whoa, this is gonna all tip over. There we go. And last but not least, is this the Best of the Beach Boys? But what this has on it here, and I never ever see it. I don't even know if I had it on one of the albums I saw. But Louie Louie, Barry did it originally, and then the Kingsmen made it famous. But I really like the Beach Boys rendition of it too, right? A lot of people covered it, a lot of great covers of it, right? But I don't mind this Beach Boy cover too. I'm going to play you a little excerpt of it right now. Yes, no, I like it anyhow, right? And while I was there picking up the CDs, I seen these couple of bags there that one of them was, I could use for fishing. Well, actually, both of them, I asked her how much they were, and she said they were like $2. And this is a mountain equipment co-op one thing, right? And it's got a big thing there, one for bait. It's a wet spot, right? Put a bottle there, and you fit it right around your shoulder, and while you're fishing, and stuff like that. And then I got this other bag here that got a million pockets on it and things, and I love bags like that. I got a lot of bags. Also, she had this chair there that she was sitting in, right? And I asked her if the chair was for sale, because it was, one of them fold-up chairs you take to the, the park or wherever, and But this had a canopy that folded up over, you know, to stop the sun and all of that, right? And you know, I had bought one 2 years ago for fishing down at the lake with the boys, and I bought it on sale for $110, I think. You know, a big sturdy one and all of that. And this one here, it was the same, almost as heavy, you know, in weight and all of that. But it had the canopy, and it was real, you know, it's easy to carry and stuff like that. And I asked her how much, and she said $15. And she showed me how it folded up and everything like that. And here it is here. A great buy. I mean, a great buy. Made my day grabbing that, right? You know, I was mentioning, I also grabbed today, as a matter of fact, tomorrow's Canada Day in Canada. What did I grab here? Oh, here it is. I grabbed this to hang from my balcony, this 5 feet by 3 feet Canadian flag, right? And I read on I seen on the internet that some guy out west, I think it was Calgary or it might have been Edmonton, he hung a Canadian flag off his balcony, and the condo people told him to take it down. And he's been living there like 30 years, and he always flies a Canadian flag. And you know, that's awful goddamn stupid. They said we don't want flags flying, but the guy was doing it for the last 20 or 30 years. Just somebody complained, right? I guess they're afraid of everybody throwing up a flag. They should just make a little Canadian flags. So I bought that to tie up off my 11th floor balcony and piss on them. And I also stopped at a fireworks company, Kaboom. And they got this on the back, fireworks safety. If they had any idea how us kids play with them goddamn things. Anyhow, they didn't have no damn firecrackers. I couldn't believe it. No firecrackers. And everything was super duper expensive. But I got these things here that one of them makes noise, and you know, they throw stuff up in the air and all kinds of colors and stuff like that. And I'll do that Tuesday night, sometime Tuesday night. Probably really late, right? You're not allowed to use fireworks in the city of Toronto unless it's on your property. You can't do it in parks or any place else. They've got a couple of displays in the city that you can go and watch the city put them on, right? But they're a long way from me and all of that kind of stuff, right? So I'm just going to do it and piss on it. Anyhow, I was saying I was down with the boys, right? On Saturday, I went and went to the other end of the city. I went down and visited my buddies down in the Etobicoke Creek. Brought them donuts and Timmy Hortons coffee, and I went down there for 3 hours just to say hi and everybody, you know, and all of that kind of stuff. I miss them already, right? And they miss me apparently. But anyhow, when I was there, the 3 hours I was there, they had 2 fish on and they missed both of them. Whereas the day before, one guy got 3, lost 2. They caught 8 or 9, 10 fish, right? But they got into like 15 or 16 fish. Funny how days are like that. Here's a little excerpt of a missing fish. See? Pretty good.
Yeah, I'm fishing for. John?
You lost him.
Fuck. Fuck.
Oh well. At least that's a fish. Paul's got one.
It is a carp, yeah, for sure. Oh no, he lost it.
I told you take it easy.
Oh, he lost it right quick. That's another one. Holy shit.
Like a horse.
Boy, these guys, I'm telling you. That's 2 gone.
I have nothing to say, Andre.
I have nothing to fucking say.
You're on the gay carp parade float with Scotty now.
You want to play like for the women, eh? Easy, slowly.
Scotty, now when everybody comes, you tell them Paul had one on, but he lost it.
This is Mirko. He catches the most fish down there, but he fishes a lot. He's in there water all the time. Reason why it's mostly pictures of him catching fish is because he's the only guy with a camera and gets guys to take pictures. Well, that's all I got for you guys. I'm still sorting things out after the move, and I still got pictures to put up, and you know, I'm still working and stuff, but I'm doing everything slow now, man. Enough is enough, you know what I mean? Anyhow, later.